Now, we know that we just worked out solar intensity over a period of 0 to 24 hours. Now we are able to figure out what if we have an efficiency problem. By the way, this is very important. Solar panels are highly, highly inefficient. This is probably the biggest drawback about solar panels. So what is this doing, right? It's loading up the data that we've saved, and then it's assuming a specific efficiency. What we are going to be doing now is going to figure out that the solar intensity, which is per square meter, right? So how much power can I get per square meter? That's essentially what a panel is trying to help you achieve. And we're going to look at different areas of panels, right? Not everybody has the money to buy big panels. So if you have a small panel or a big panel, what is the efficiency that you can get in terms of power? Now, we are going to look at how do we judge the efficiency through a contour. Contour plots are very important because it gives you a visualization of the overall efficiency in a D format. The panel range area is defined here. The time comes from loading up the solar data. And now electrical power will go through a couple of iterations. This is a for loop. It's iterating to save up specific data of the solar intensity, panel efficiency, and panel area. All of this gives you kilowatt, right? This is meters per second. So let me run this and pause it there. And you will see from your workspace that electrical power matrix is a 19 by 204. And the reason why this is important because it gives you a grid. That grid allows you to use a specific function called contours. And in this case, we're going to be using a contour with a color bar that will give you a very beautiful picture of what the power across panel area and across time is. What I want to do before we go into the plot is if I were to open electrical power matrix, you will see it's exactly that. It is a matrix. Clearly, there's some numbers that are being filled that gives you a sense of the electrical power, which is a lot better displayed through a contour than through a table. When you have tabular data, like this specific variable called power matrix, the tabular data is very difficult to make sense of what it's trying to show if you don't have a method of visualizing it. What do I mean by that? When I run, you will see a very beautiful picture of the electrical power output. But what you also get is an intuition that the electrical power output, depending on how big your panel area is, will give you a lot more power if the panel area is big, or will give you very little power if the panel area is small, irrespective of the time of day. Which means what? If you have a dinky little solar panel and you want a power pump, that will not help you. But if you have a much bigger solar panel, all of a sudden you're not really constrained to powering at 12. You can potentially power it at 10 and keep powering at 3, right? 15, 3 in the afternoon, and still get really good power. In this case, is 1.8 kilowatts. That's why a contour plot is so powerful in giving you a reasoning and an explanation for those who you need to explain this to on what type of solar panel you should buy, for example.